Okay, we're going to try and make another video here of yet another generation of BMW luggage. And this is the Vario case that was used on the early 650 singles, the fuel injected models, and of course the 1200 GS standard when it came out. So to remove the lock cylinder for rekeying is actually very easy to do. I'm going to be showing it with no key and unlocked. I don't think you can remove the key with the lock cylinder locked, but we'll see if that might lead into a second video. So you're going to open the case up, put it so that the lid is down here on your bench. There's 3 Phillips screws to remove, a short one in the center, and then on each end there's a tall one where the hooks are, the securing hooks. So you're going to remove those 3 screws. This is the short one in the center, 2 longer ones, and you're going to lift out this whole tray here. It comes right out, just like that. Flip it around to the back side, and this is the back side of the lock cylinder. It has this little plastic hasp, that's what turns sideways to lock the case or lock the handle down. Put that aside, and then this is the back side of the lock cylinder, and as you can maybe see, the lock wafer is visible, and so we needed to press that with either a pocket knife, a pick, or the lock removal tool will work also. So you're going to need to depress the lock cylinder wafer and then push downwards or outward. And you can see this one is lubed correctly, because all these cases the lock should be lubed. Okay, so that's been depressed. Sorry. And lock cylinder just comes out like that. So from what we see from this view is it's in here, and of course these other wafers will be down whenever there's a key involved. But you're just going to sneak in from the side, push this down, and the lock cylinder comes out. And I'm trying to see if memory serves. Yeah, the Vario cases, I don't think it's very often you're going to find them with lock cylinders that were ordered from BMW by VIN number. So these should be sorry, I'm backwards here. These should be okay to rekey. Sorry about that. This is a wrong view. Anyway, so what you're going to be seeing on the underside of this, because the key comes in like this, the lock wafer, in this case, instead of being at the end, is the first wafer that from this tail end. I know that makes no sense. And instead of redoing the video, maybe I can just put this back in. There we go. So anyway, as you take out this tray that has the latching mechanism and the lock cylinder, if you look on the back side of the lock, you pull this yellow tab out. If you look, you'll see the locking wafer in there. Maybe you can see it on camera. It's the silver bit there. And again, this is the back side of the lock, so it's the opposite of what we usually do. So working from the back side, you're going to put your tool in, or your pocket knife, whatever, push down on the lock cylinder, and push down on the lock wafer, and the lock cylinder will come right out, which it just did. So here's this here. And then you can go ahead, turn it around to the front, and go ahead and do your rekeying as normal. It's been a number of years since I worked with one of these, but I'm going to see if we can use the tool to get it out from the front in a conventional manner. The problem is with all of the ones that are almost 100% plastic, all of the luggage, is working with the plastic is hard because it flexes, it's very sticky, and it's a pain to work with. So we'll see what happens. If there is a second video, it'll be of using the lock removal tool from the front side. So this is kind of an odd video, but maybe it'll help somebody. And anyway, so you just put your tray back in. So you got your lock cylinder back in. This hasp goes back in here. And then what I call the tray goes back in. And then you just replace your screws. And again, the short screw is in the center, the two longer screws, one on each end. Tighten them all down and you're good to go. Please be sure to lube the mechanism of all your luggage and you'll get much longer life out of it. Thank you.